So, because I hate myself, I decided to spin a wheel with a bunch of challenges for my art. It landed on not being able to undo for 10 minutes. After scrolling Pinterest for a worthy reference and finding this reference, I decided to give it a try. I think I extended this 10 minutes to 30 minutes. But yeah, I have regrets. That was not fun. In combination with also this being technically my first time drawing something from scratch on Photoshop, this was a pain combined with like the whole undo thing because I already struggle finding the undo button because I'm left-handed, so using the keyboard for my shortcuts it's like a little hard because it's a huge keyboard. My hand is small, it doesn't extend weird like that. So I have a little keypad that comes with my Huion tablet, which I assign like my keys on Photoshop. And I'm still learning those keybinds. Like even though I have them similar to Clip Studio, it was still a pain. And like I think I think during this I was about to crash out and throw my pen because I was like so frustrated that I couldn't like. So you can see me sometimes using the undo, but I usually not usually, I redid it and like used the eraser instead. But yeah, I didn't realize I was gonna be so useless without the undo button. Like that thing was this was so frustrating, and for some goddamn reason I was like, oh, this was cool, let me just like do it for another 30 minutes. Like I did it, sorry, not 30, 20 minutes. And that was, why was I thinking? But yeah, this part was a pain, like the sketch. I already like struggle with sketching because I like painting, I like color blocking, and I'm not sure why I'm forced. Like, I like sketching too. I'm just like, I like rough sketches. And these are extra rough because I don't know why I made my brush so big. I truly don't know why. It just is what it is. I mean, the sketch doesn't look great. It's very messy, and in the photo, like I think in the reference, the lips are open. And initially, I was gonna do them closed because I can't do the halfway thing with the lips, where it's like not smiling, not sad, not neutral, just like this position of a lip where it's like neutral in the position where the teeth are showing. You know, like that the position that these like celebrities do these days when they're taking photos, like like with the that's kind of the pose. And you can see me like burning my brain with it right this moment. I kind of made it like super weird right there, and then I left it. I just left it. I think in a couple seconds, this is when I got up and like went to take a break. I went to play with my dog because the whole undo thing was like so frustrating for me. And let's just pay attention to the fact I spent a third or more. Actually, I think it's more than a third of my time sketching. By the way, sketching. I want to ideally, next time I do this, I want to use like, I'd say 10, maybe 15 minutes to sketch. I want to like cut that time down because it'll make such a big difference for me, because that's not the part I enjoy. I enjoy the next part, which is like the sculpting. Now, am I good at it? No, I'm not, but like not yet. But with enough time, I can do something decent. So you'll see at the end, like it starts really bad. Do I have any idea what I'm doing? No. Should I have restricted myself to like 5 values? Yeah, probably, because I'm just grabbing random colors from the wheel. Not the wheel, the little saturate, like the black. I guess the wheel, yeah. And yeah, it looks right now looks so funny. Like I can't. The mouth is so frustrating for me. Like I think that was the liner art sketching without the undo button, or just not using the undo button, and then the lips was so frustrating. But at this point, I'm feeling a little bit better because I can undo, but now I'm stressed because I only have 48 minutes left, which is not a lot. Usually, like painting something takes me like, I'd say like one. No, what am I saying? One. It takes me like 6 hours or more to do something decent. Because bear in mind, I'm also one of those people that cannot stand still. Like when I'm drawing, I can't sit in silence. I have to have like 18,000 different things happening at the same time because my brain is just needs to be stimulated for me to draw. Or overstimulated, I guess. It's weird. So at this point, I think I'm kind of like trying to like lay down where things are with the shading, or not the shading, with the values. But like, Huh, it looks like she got punched in the eye. I think I tried to use curves here or a level, like I think it's called curves on Photoshop to try and like fix the lighting a little bit because I made it too dark straight away. I think I should have definitely lined it up now that I look at it from like afar, because usually like I'm so like I have this like really bad, terrible habit, as you can probably tell, of zooming in way too early, like way too early, and it gets like really confusing. I have like another monitor. Sometimes I have the zoomed out version on, but I didn't have this time. You can definitely see me zooming in, even in the beginning, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in. And it's so bad. Please don't do that. Just, I don't know why I do that. I just find it easier to draw, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like how I did that cheek on the right. Like the little like highlight there. Or not highlight, the little shading on the cheek. It was kind of not too bad. I think later I'll fix it a little bit, but I absolutely hate the mouth, and you can tell I'm definitely avoiding drawing that mouth or painting that mouth. I'm also, one thing I'll point out too, like these brushes that I'm using, I think they're like they're not the default brushes. It's from they're like Mark Brunette's brushes, and I'm still like having a hard time learning. Like I use these brushes, the exact same brushes on Clip Studio Paint, but I also use some brushes that Clip Studio has like natively, and so I'm like getting used to, because I think Photoshop blends things very different from Clip Studio. I think Clip Studio is an actual blending tool, and Photoshop doesn't feel like a blending tool. Feels like it's weird. It's like a blur tool. So I'm definitely kind of missing it a little bit. It's not missing, I need to just learn how to do it in Photoshop. And the reason I'm actually trying to swap programs is because I also have Procreate on my iPad. But I like doing these, like, I like painting more on my computer because I have a tablet, like a big tablet. But I'm swapping to Photoshop because it just, I love Clip Studio, but it lags. And it's not that I don't have a good computer. I have a very good computer. I'm a gamer at heart. I need to have a good computer, good graphics card. So it's definitely strange for me that, like, I don't know, it's just Photoshop feels so smooth when I paint. It's almost like it's so different. At least my experience is so different from painting on Photoshop and painting on Clip Studio. And I can't tell like what the difference is. Like I can't tell what it is. Maybe it's like Photoshop could be more optimized, and Clip just, I don't think it is. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's me having issues. But the same brushes I use the same brushes every time, and I tested both programs under the same circumstances, and Photoshop performed like 300 times better for me. So that's like the reason I'm considering making a swap. I still use Procreate as well on my iPad, but I think for like my computer stuff, I'm making, unless Clip decides to like do some stuff. So even though I'm more used to Clip and I kind of like have a better workflow with it, I'm gonna be swapping for now. Okay, back into this art piece that I am slowly destroying. I mean, it's slowly turning into like a decent thing. I think honestly I have 2 seconds left here, but if I was to actually like put more effort, like spent actually more time rendering the rest of the piece, I could have something decent, I think. Because that's the way I work. I take my time to do things, and then, you know, yeah, usually, like, I've done paintings in black and white that look pretty decent. But yeah, this was, like, very, like, strange for me because I never really put a timer, like, a time thingy on myself. So I decided to do it like that. I decided to just cap myself at 90 minutes. For portraits, I think it's fair for me at this stage, but I definitely need to study my fundamentals a little bit more. But it never like hurts to keep trying. So sorry to this beautiful model for me butchering her face. My bad.